If you're a man over 60 and you still drink plain water every day, believing it keeps you healthy, you might be making one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Because after 60, that clear, innocent-looking glass of water could be silently slowing your blood flow, draining your strength, and quietly dulling your vitality, even in the bedroom. I know that sounds surprising, maybe even hard to believe. But the truth is, as your body ages, everything about how you process water begins to change. From how it moves through your bloodstream to how it fuels your heart, muscles, and even your most intimate performance. I'm Dr. James Carter, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping older adults overcome sexual health challenges. I've guided thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s to restore their confidence, stamina, and performance without risky pills or invasive procedures. Just safe, science-backed strategies that work. And I'll tell you this from experience. The number one mistake I see most men over 60 make is assuming that hydration is just about drinking more water. They keep sipping, refilling, and drinking, thinking they're doing everything right, but they're not seeing results. Instead, they still feel sluggish, drained, and less alive than they remember being. Over the decades, I've met men from all walks of life: teachers, factory workers, engineers, even retired athletes. They eat clean, walk daily, and drink liters of water. Yet every single one of them says the same thing. "Doc, I'm still tired. My mind feels foggy. My drive isn't the same." And I always tell them it's not your effort that's failing. It's the science behind what your body can actually absorb. The truth is, after 60, your body doesn't use water the same way it once did. You can drink as much as you want, but if your cells can't take it in and use it properly, you're not hydrating. You're just passing it through. That's why so many older men notice their energy fading, even when they believe they're doing everything right. Their muscles cramp more often. Their focus slips faster. Even their circulation, especially where it matters most, begins to weaken. It's not a lack of discipline or age catching up with them. It's dehydration at the cellular level. But here's the good news. Once you understand what's really happening inside your body, it's easy to fix. In fact, by adding just a small but essential change to your daily water routine, you can bring back the strength, stamina, and energy that age has quietly taken away. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another real-world, science-backed tip for men over 60. If restoring your energy and circulation matters to you, type 1 in the comments. If you disagree, type 0 and tell me what you want me to explain better next time. Now that you understand why plain water may be holding you back, let's look deeper at what actually happens inside your body after 60. Because before you can fix the problem, you need to see the hidden truth about how aging quietly changes the way your body uses and absorbs water. When you reach your 60s, something subtle but powerful begins to change inside your body. What once worked effortlessly now requires a bit of help, and nowhere is that more true than with hydration. For most of your life, your kidneys were precision instruments, balancing every drop, filtering waste, and maintaining perfect fluid harmony without a second thought. But after 60, that precision begins to fade. Those same kidneys still work, but they move slower, less exact, and your body starts to lose more minerals than it keeps. The digestive system follows the same pattern. It doesn't absorb water and nutrients as efficiently as it used to. You might drink a full glass, but much of it passes through before your cells ever get the benefit. And even your sense of thirst, that simple reminder to take a sip, becomes duller. You stop feeling thirsty long before your body is actually satisfied. That's why many older adults unknowingly live in a state of quiet dehydration. They drink throughout the day, but their cells remain dry, starved of the hydration that fuels energy, focus, and proper circulation. A few months ago, a retired construction supervisor from Idaho, his name was Robert, 67 years old, came to my office with a puzzled look on his face. He said, "Doc, I drink gallons of water and still feel tired. My hands cramp, my head feels heavy, And I can't make sense of it. He wasn't wrong to drink. The problem wasn't effort. His body was simply no longer using that water properly. Inside him, and inside most men over 60, the same story plays out. Water flows into the body, then out again. But it doesn't stay long enough to truly nourish the cells. And the reason lies in how aging changes the cell walls themselves. Over time, the membranes become less permeable, less able to pull in the water that surrounds them. Imagine your cells like an old sponge left out in the sun. When you first pour water over it, the liquid slides right off instead of soaking in. You can keep pouring, keep adding more, but it just runs off the surface. That's what happens inside the body after 60. The water you drink doesn't stay where it's needed most. It runs through you, cooling you briefly, but never truly recharging you. This is why you might notice small, quiet symptoms that don't seem connected. Your energy drops after mild activity. Your hands and feet feel colder than before. You wake up more tired, even when you've slept well. Your muscles ache longer after a simple walk, and your focus fades faster than it used to. These aren't random signs of aging. They're signs your cells are thirsty. And here's the part most men overlook. Hydration after 60 isn't about how much water you drink. It's about how your body uses that water. It's not the quantity, it's the quality of absorption that matters. The problem isn't your discipline or your habits. It's that the chemistry inside you has changed. Your cells can't ignite the same electrical charge they once did. Without that charge, water becomes just a liquid moving through an empty system, cooling but not energizing. Most men try to fix this the wrong way. They buy bigger bottles, drink constantly, or set alarms to remind themselves to hydrate. But all that does is increase the flow in and out. It doesn't restore what's missing. The secret lies in reactivating your body's ability to hold and use that water again. And that begins with understanding that true hydration isn't just fluid, it's function. It's about giving your body back the tools it needs to absorb, retain, and circulate that water where it matters most. Because once you do, everything changes. Your energy returns, your focus sharpens, your blood flows smoother, and you begin to feel the same quiet strength you thought age had taken away. Now that you've seen how your body's relationship with water changes after 60, let's talk about what actually controls this process. Because inside every drop of water and every beat of your heart, there's a hidden electrical force driving it all. And once you learn how to restore it, you'll never think of hydration the same way again. Now that we understand how water behaves differently inside the body after 60, it's time to uncover the deeper reason why. Because the problem isn't only about absorption, it's about electricity. Every living process in your body, from your heartbeat to your memory, runs on electrical current. Each cell in your system is like a tiny battery, constantly charging and discharging to keep you alive. That spark is what allows your heart to pump rhythmically, your brain to send signals, and your muscles, including those responsible for sexual function, to contract smoothly and respond when needed. But here's the part most people don't realize, that electricity doesn't come from nowhere. It's generated by minerals, what we call electrolytes, that dissolve in your body's fluids. These minerals, like magnesium, sodium, potassium, and calcium, carry tiny electrical charges that allow your cells to talk to each other. When you were younger, these minerals flowed freely through your system, keeping every heartbeat and nerve signal strong. But after 60, that balance begins to weaken. You start to lose more electrolytes through urine, sweat, and even certain medications. And when that happens, the flow of electricity inside you becomes unstable, like flickering lights in an old house. One of my patients in Florida, a 62-year-old retired postal worker, came into my clinic with a confused look. He said, "Doc, I drink 3 liters of water every single day, but I still feel dizzy. What's wrong with me?" His blood tests looked normal. His hydration levels seemed fine on paper, yet something wasn't right. When I checked deeper, the issue became clear. His body wasn't short on water, it was short on electricity. His cells were floating in water but couldn't communicate because they lacked the minerals that carry those signals. It was like having a phone with a full battery but no signal. It's powered, but it can't connect. This is why so many men over 60 feel that strange combination of symptoms: tired yet restless, hydrated yet dry, alert yet foggy. It's not in their heads, it's electrical imbalance. Think of your body like an intricate circuit. Every cell is a wire. Every nerve impulse, every heartbeat, every thought requires a current. Without enough electrolytes, that current weakens. The messages get scrambled. The systems begin to misfire. Your heart might beat harder, but less efficiently. Your muscles might feel tight, heavy, or prone to cramps. And the blood vessels that once opened freely start to stiffen, making circulation weaker, especially where you need it most. Plain water, on its own, doesn't fix this. It hydrates the outer spaces around your cells, but not inside them. Without minerals, it's like trying to light a room with a dead bulb. You can pour in all the electricity you want, but nothing shines until the connection is restored. But the good news is, you can rebuild that connection. When you restore the minerals your body has lost, you don't just hydrate, you recharge. You bring your cells back to life, your blood flow strengthens, and your energy returns like a light bulb flickering back on after a long power outage. That's why we need to talk about one mineral in particular, the one that plays the biggest role in relaxing your blood vessels, improving your circulation, and calming your entire nervous system. Because if you've been feeling tense, restless, or worn out even after resting, this may be the missing piece. Let's move into the next part of this journey and talk about magnesium, what I call the relaxation mineral. When I first started treating older men, I noticed a repeating pattern. They'd say, "Doc, I eat well, I exercise, I take my vitamins, but I still feel tight all over. My shoulders, my chest, even my lower body. I just can't relax." One of them, Harold, a 65-year-old retired fire captain from Texas, said something that stuck with me. "I can run a mile, but I can't unwind. My muscles stay tense, and at night I can't sleep, no matter what I try." His test results showed it instantly. His magnesium levels were almost zero. Magnesium is responsible for over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. It helps regulate muscle contractions, heart rhythm, nerve transmission, and even the way your body handles stress. Most importantly, it controls the smooth muscles that line your arteries. These muscles are meant to relax and expand so that blood can flow freely. But when magnesium is low, those muscles stay tight, your vessels narrow, and blood pressure rises. That same tightness can affect circulation everywhere, including your most sensitive areas. That's why magnesium deficiency often shows up not just as restlessness or insomnia, but as fatigue, tension, and reduced sexual performance. When you start replenishing magnesium, the results can feel almost immediate. Your body exhales, your arteries open, blood moves more freely, you sleep deeper, wake up calmer, and your heart beats in a steadier rhythm. The best way to do this isn't through random supplements, but by adding magnesium citrate or glycinate into a morning glass of water. These forms absorb easily and help restore your body's electrical balance. Just half a teaspoon in warm water each morning can set the tone for your entire day. Your nerves calm, your muscles loosen, and your circulation strengthens naturally. It's not a stimulant, it's a restoration. It's your body remembering how to relax again. And once magnesium returns to its rightful place, you'll feel a quiet power you thought was gone. But magnesium doesn't work alone. It's part of a delicate team of minerals, each playing its role in keeping your hydration and energy in perfect rhythm. And one of those teammates has been misunderstood for decades. It's been blamed for problems it didn't cause, and as a result, most men are unknowingly depriving themselves of it every single day. So before you rush to cut salt out of your diet, you need to hear this next part. Because when it comes to hydration, sodium isn't your enemy, it's your gatekeeper. For years, the message has been the same. Salt is bad, salt causes heart attacks, salt raises your blood pressure. And while there's truth in that when it comes to processed foods, The story changes entirely when we talk about natural sodium and its role in your body's hydration system. Frank, a 70-year-old retired bus driver from Oregon, is a perfect example. He followed every heart-healthy rule he could find. Oatmeal for breakfast, no processed foods, absolutely no salt. Yet he constantly felt dizzy, weak, and lightheaded. His heart fluttered occasionally, and his hands trembled when he stood up too quickly. When I reviewed his blood work, his sodium levels were far below normal. His body couldn't hold on to the water he was drinking. It flowed in and out like a leaking pipe. Without enough sodium, the balance between water inside and outside the cells breaks down. The body can't retain hydration, and circulation weakens as blood volume drops. The truth is, sodium is the mineral that controls how water moves in and out of your cells. It's the switch that determines whether your hydration stays where it belongs or escapes too quickly. The problem isn't sodium itself, it's the type of sodium. The refined bleached table salt in processed foods is stripped of all its companion minerals. It's harsh and dehydrating, but natural salts like unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt contain over 80 trace minerals that help your body maintain hydration and balance. Just a pinch of unrefined salt in your morning glass of water can make a noticeable difference. It gives your cells the charge they need to retain fluid and energy. When sodium and water are balanced, something remarkable happens. Your heart beats easier, your mind feels steadier, your muscles work without fatigue, and you stop feeling like you're constantly chasing hydration that never stays. It's this balance between magnesium's relaxation and sodium's regulation that begins to rebuild your body's internal rhythm. And as you'll soon see, there's still more to complete the puzzle. Because real hydration isn't just about water, it's about restoring harmony between every part of your electrical system. Now that we've seen how magnesium calms the body and sodium helps water stay where it's needed, it's time to look at the third player in this delicate balance. Because every system in your body thrives on harmony. And when one mineral pushes too far, another must pull it back. That stabilizing force is potassium. Without it, your body's rhythm, your heartbeats, your muscle contractions, even your energy, starts to stumble out of tune. Potassium is the natural counterbalance to sodium. If sodium invites water into your cells, potassium keeps that water circulating smoothly. It regulates how your nerves fire, how your muscles tighten and release, and how your heart maintains its steady, reliable rhythm. Together, sodium and potassium are like the pedals of a bicycle. One pushes, the other pulls, and only when both work together can you move forward effortlessly. But as men grow older, potassium quietly slips away. It's lost through sweat, through medication, through stress, and through diets stripped of the foods that once kept our grandparents strong. The result? The system wobbles, the heart works harder, blood pressure rises and falls unpredictably, and muscles, even the strongest ones, begin to feel heavy, crampy, or tired. One of my patients, Leonard, a 68-year-old engineer from Colorado, is a perfect example. Leonard was meticulous, the kind of man who tracked his meals, walked every morning, and followed every health guideline he could find online. Yet every time he climbed the stairs, his heart fluttered, his legs ached, and his chest tightened for a few seconds. "Doc," he told me, "I feel like my heart skips beats sometimes, but all my tests look fine." When we checked his labs, the problem was hiding in plain sight. His potassium levels were critically low. His heart wasn't weak, it was unbalanced. There wasn't enough potassium to counter the sodium in his system, and that imbalance was disrupting the electrical rhythm that keeps the heart steady. This is what I mean when I say hydration is electrical. It's not just about water, it's about current. Potassium is the mineral that keeps the current smooth, the heart calm, and the muscles coordinated. It's the silent conductor that ensures every beat, every pulse, every movement happens in harmony. When potassium runs low, even your smallest muscles feel it. You may experience twitches, cramps, or that frustrating sense of exhaustion that lingers no matter how much rest you get. Sometimes your heartbeat feels off, your hands tremble slightly. or your energy comes in waves instead of steady flow. These are the body's quiet signals, its way of whispering, "I'm out of balance." Restoring potassium doesn't require anything extreme. It's not about mega doses or expensive supplements. It's about adding back the natural foods your body recognizes and can actually use. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, beans, lentils, avocados, oranges, and even a simple banana can help restore equilibrium. And for men who sweat often, take diuretics, or simply feel drained, a well-formulated electrolyte blend with potassium, magnesium, and trace minerals can be a powerful ally. But here's the key. Balance matters more than volume. Too little potassium tightens your vessels. Too much can strain your kidneys. The goal is harmony, not excess. When potassium and sodium are in sync, your heart finds its rhythm again. Your muscles feel stronger, your energy steadier, your blood pressure smoother. You breathe easier, you think clearer. You move without that constant feeling of fatigue dragging behind you. And when that balance returns, something subtle but profound happens. You start to feel alive again. Your cells hum quietly, your mind clears, and your body feels lighter. That's the power of potassium, the mineral of stability, of steadiness, of calm strength. Now that we've rebuilt the foundation of circulation with magnesium, sodium, and potassium, it's time to move toward the spark that gives life its charge, the mineral that defines masculinity itself. Because no matter how strong your heart or steady your blood flow, without this next element, the fire inside begins to dim. That mineral is zinc, and if magnesium relaxes the body, zinc reignites the man. Zinc is more than just another nutrient. It's the raw material of male vitality. It fuels testosterone production, supports prostate health, strengthens immunity, and sustains the very spark that gives you drive, purpose, and performance. It's what allows a man to wake up energized, think sharply, and feel confident in his strength, both physically and intimately. But over time, zinc levels quietly drop. Modern diets are low in it. Stress burns through it, and certain medications block its absorption. When that happens, the signs can be subtle at first. Less motivation, slower recovery, declining energy, and a fading sense of drive. You might still get through the day, but something in you feels dimmer. I remember a patient named Walter, a 72-year-old retired school principal from Minnesota. He came to me one afternoon and said, "Dr. Carter, I feel like my fire's gone out. I don't have the energy I used to, and honestly, I don't feel like myself anymore." His labs revealed what I expected. His zinc levels had bottomed out, and his testosterone was following the same downward curve. It wasn't that his body couldn't produce testosterone anymore. It simply lacked the raw material to build it. Zinc is that material. Without it, your hormonal engine stalls, your mind slows, your mood dips, and your performance, both mental and physical, fades into the background. When we restored Walter's zinc levels using a high-quality liquid zinc supplement, something remarkable happened. Within weeks, his energy began to rise. He felt clearer in the morning, sharper through the day, and calmer at night. Even his posture changed, more upright, more confident. His words to me during his follow-up visit said it all. "Doc, it's like someone turned the lights back on." That's exactly what zinc does. It's like turning the dimmer switch back up on life. You don't feel hyper or overstimulated. You feel restored, balanced, present. Beyond hormones, zinc also strengthens your immune system and protects your prostate, two areas that become increasingly important with age. It helps your body fight infections faster and recover from stress more efficiently. And because it interacts directly with magnesium, sodium, and potassium, it helps maintain the steady rhythm of your body's entire electrical network. Adding zinc isn't complicated. Liquid zinc or easily absorbed forms like zinc gluconate or picolinate work best for older adults. Just a few drops in water each day can replenish what time and diet have taken away. It's not about boosting testosterone overnight. It's about giving your body the resources it needs to perform naturally again. When zinc levels rise, so does vitality. You think clearer, move stronger, and feel more connected to the world around you. The dullness that used to hang over your days begins to lift, replaced by a quiet confidence that reminds you of who you are and who you've always been. And as powerful as zinc is, it's not the end of the story. Because while zinc rekindles the spark, there's another mineral that carries that spark throughout your entire body, feeding your blood, fueling your energy, and keeping every cell alive with oxygen. That mineral is iron, and it's the final piece in restoring your body's natural flow of life and strength. Now that we've rekindled the inner spark with zinc, it's time to complete the circle, the final piece that connects everything you've learned so far. Because even when your blood vessels are relaxed, your minerals balanced, and your hormones restored, none of it can truly work without oxygen. Oxygen is the current of life itself, and the mineral that carries it is iron. I saved this for last because it brings every other element together. Without iron, your blood loses its fire. Your heart can pump, but there's not enough fuel to power the engine. Your lungs can breathe deeply, but your muscles still run on empty. And it's often one of the most overlooked deficiencies among older adults. I remember a patient named George, a 74-year-old retired Navy mechanic from Virginia. George had always been active. He'd worked with his hands all his life, fixing engines, building tools, walking every morning before breakfast. But recently, those walks had started to feel different. He told me, "Doc, I walk the same route every day, but lately I feel like I'm running out of air halfway through." When I looked at him, I noticed subtle signs. His skin was a bit pale, his hands cool, and his eyes looked just slightly duller than before. We ran a few tests and the truth became clear. His iron was low, and because of that, his blood couldn't carry enough oxygen. His heart was working overtime, but the delivery trucks, the red blood cells, were driving half empty. That's the hidden danger of low iron. It doesn't announce itself loudly. It creeps in slowly, through years of minor deficiencies, changes in diet, or even from overhydrating without restoring minerals. And when your iron drops too far, you start to feel it in every part of your life. You breathe a little heavier, you feel more tired climbing stairs. Your mind loses sharpness. Even your motivation can fade because your body simply doesn't have the oxygen to feed its own fire. But once you restore iron properly, the change feels almost magical. Your body starts carrying oxygen the way it used to. Blood regains its deep color and vitality. You feel warmer, stronger, steadier. Your energy no longer comes in bursts. It flows in a calm, grounded rhythm that carries you through the day. However, iron must be handled with care. More is not better. Taking too much can harm your organs, especially your liver. That's why I always say, test first, supplement second. A simple blood test can tell you whether you're low, and if you are, choose a gentle, easily absorbed form, like liquid iron or iron bisglycinate. Take it in small doses, ideally with vitamin C, because that helps your body absorb it more efficiently. When George followed this approach, within weeks, his walks felt easier. His breathing steadied. He told me, "Doc, I feel like my blood's finally alive again." And that's exactly what iron does. It brings your blood to life. It fuels every thought, every heartbeat, every step. It gives strength to your muscles, clarity to your mind, and warmth to your hands and feet. So as we complete this journey through the minerals of vitality, remember, iron is the one that keeps everything moving. It's the quiet rhythm behind your energy, endurance, and confidence. Without it, even the brightest spark fades. But with it, everything comes alive again. Now that we've covered all 5 vital minerals, magnesium, sodium, potassium, zinc, and iron, let's pause for a quick recap before we bring it all together. Magnesium relaxes your arteries, allowing blood to flow freely. Sodium helps your body hold hydration, keeping every cell nourished. Potassium balances your pressure and restores your heart's rhythm. Zinc reignites masculine vitality and restores hormonal strength. Iron reawakens your oxygen flow and endurance. Together, these minerals turn plain water into fuel for life, transforming every sip from something ordinary into something restorative, something healing. And now, as we reach the conclusion, I want you to remember this simple truth. Vitality doesn't fade because of age. It fades because we stop giving the body what it truly needs to function like it once did. The simplest, most powerful place to begin restoring that vitality is with something as basic as water. But once you add the minerals back in, it's no longer basic. It becomes medicine. Think about it. Your body is over 60% water, but it's the quality of that water that decides how you feel. When you restore the minerals that aging quietly takes away, you restore your energy, your focus, and your confidence. You don't just survive, you thrive. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 21 days, transform your water. Add that pinch of unrefined salt, that small scoop of magnesium powder, that drop of liquid zinc. Drink with purpose, not habit, because every sip can charge your cells, open your blood vessels, and bring oxygen rushing back into your body. Do it consistently every morning without fail, and you will feel the difference. Your mornings will feel lighter, your thoughts clearer, your steps steadier. You'll look in the mirror and see not just an older man, but a man renewed, a man whose body remembers how to thrive. If this message inspired you, hit the like button right now. It helps another man find this truth. Share this video with a brother, a friend, or a father who deserves to feel strong and alive again. And comment below which mineral you're going to start adding to your water today. Your story could inspire someone else to begin. I'm Dr. James Carter. Stay strong, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.